What's up, everyone? Welcome to Power Play with CJ. Today, I want to focus in on the Anaheim Ducks trading Dustin to the Washington Capitals in exchange for a fourth-round pick. Penner's having a renaissance here with Anaheim. Returning to Southern California, or not returning to returning to the southern part of Southern California. He went to obviously sign that offer sheet, seven with Edmonton, ended up in LA, won a Stanley Cup there despite some subpar regular seasons, had a few clutch playoff moments, and then re-signed with the Ducks. Went back to the Ducks, I should say, after playing in LA for 2.5 years, a little more than that, a little less than that actually. And the Anaheim made it not just to make it. They dumped that fourth round pick. I don't know if they dumped it, but they got it from the Capitals and they sent it to Dallas in exchange for Roby Dallas. So they acquired some depth on the blue line. They have some pretty good young wings in the organization that maybe could step up on that line with Getz and Perry. But the bigger question now is, are they in on Thomas Vanek? Now, they've moved some salary cap around. They made the move with Fast to the Oilers. We'll talk about in a second. But this is a very intriguing move because it could open up things down the stretch. By the stretch, I mean, the next 23 hours of the trade deadline. But I think they absolutely are right on Vanek, and I think they have some pretty good young pieces. I wouldn't be so quick to give up Edom or Vatanen or Lindholm, any of those guys, but you may have to. I wouldn't give up Gibson. Gibson would be the one untouchable in that organization in terms of prospects because he's ranked the second best prospect, not only goalie but prospect in hockey. But you got to do what you got to do, and this team has the best record in hockey. You may say if it ain't broke, don't fix it, but you've got to win 4 rounds come April, May, and June. You got to win 16 games in the playoffs, and I think what Anaheim's front office did is look around and say, not necessarily that Penner's an underachiever. He's been a very good postseason player, albeit his regular season numbers have at times slumped. But again, this year he's got 31 points in 49 games. You can do a lot worse than that. And, to make the necessary move to open up something bigger. And I'm going to be watching the Anaheim closely in the next 23 hours, as I think a lot of people are, because if they get Vanek, I don't want to say they've sewn up the Western Conference, but in so many ways they have, because you look at just the elite player that Thomas Vanek is, and, if they're willing to package a few prospects, a pick, what have you, to the Islanders, they can definitely... I think right now I haven't picked as my Stanley Cup winner. I like the way they built top to bottom. Now, that could change between now and when the playoffs start. But getting Vanek, who's going to beat him with Vanek? I think they definitely they can put themselves over the top. But worst case scenario, they address the position of need, which is blue line depth, and Penner gets to play the Capitals. I think Washington acquired a forward that has a lot of playoff experience, and Washington's going to play a lot of tough games down the stretch. In so many ways, the playoffs start now for the Capitals, so they've got to step their games up to get there. And I think having a guy that's come through in the clutch before, albeit underachieving during the regular season at times, can help you out. Anyway, that's on the episode of the Power Play with CJ on the Anaheim Ducks shipping Penner to the Washington Capitals. Stay tuned for more episodes of the season and beyond. Later, guys.